What's up, world? You're listening to Up Next, the BOMANI Cold Buzz Hour on Dash Radio. I'm your host, Louis from Oakland. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. We've got two beautiful people with us today, America's sweethearts. First, she's a model, television personality, entrepreneur, Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise alum, Hannah Godwin, a.k.a. Hannah G.
Woo!
Hannah, how you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing amazing, actually.
Awesome.
I woke up really awake today. So
I love it. I love it. So we're gonna have energy for the interview. It's great, and we have her fiance Dylan with us.
Thanks, Louie. That's great.
What's up, man? We've got Dylan Barbour, everyone, tech entrepreneur, Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise alum, and my old friend. Man, has your life changed since the last time I saw you, bro?
When was the last time San Francisco?
The last time was in San Francisco, and that must have been, I think, like maybe early December 2017 or so. Because I moved to New York,
I was gonna say like
January
3 years ago.
Yeah. So it's been a minute, man.
I had a terrible haircut back then.
I don't know what you mean, man. But do you still have those overalls that you were rocking the first day I met you?
He wore overalls.
I had these
bring
black
those
overalls.
back.
Yeah, I still have them. They're in my closet. They have like
I thought maybe Hannah burnt those or something because I hadn't seen those in any grams, any TikToks of you guys.
They fit Hannah probably.
Maybe I can wear them.
They're sick. They have like rips in the knees. They're super trendy.
They're pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing where the day I met you, I was like, all right, I think this guy's a real one right here.
I literally wore overall.
It was
he
fire.
would do that.
We were a crew. Well, how's quarantine life treating you guys? How is it? You guys are in San Diego, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. You go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, quarantine it's been kind of a nice break, to be totally honest. Obviously, I wish there wasn't like a crazy pandemic going around and all of the negative effects with it. Yeah. But life has just been so busy, especially for us, getting off the show, traveling all the time. And like we were talking about it, we would crave like, oh my gosh, maybe in 2 weekends we can watch a Netflix show together and just like have a normal date night at home. Yeah. And now we're just like really caught up on all of those. So it's been nice
every Netflix show that's out there, and
yeah.
I think we forgot. At least I sometimes forget just how busy we were leading up to it. Like we would do like work really hard Monday to Thursday, and then she would either come to San Diego or I would drive up to LA, and we would like have some sort of event and then have to turn around and come back. And we were doing that nonstop for what felt like 6 months.
It was.
It literally was. So
it felt like 6 months. It was actually 8 months.
It's actually 8 months. Yeah. So I think it's like it's been kind of nice for us actually.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys have been getting some time to, kick back, relax, and everything. So you guys said you've been binging a lot of the Netflix shows and anything. Any favorites that you guys have tapped into over the break?
I think Tiger King was like everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
To binge for a while there.
Yeah.
I just started watching Billions, which isn't Netflix, but it's still really good. And then
I liked Cheer. That show Cheer. We have a different taste in shows, so whenever we found that Tiger King, we were like both kind of into it. We were like, let's hop on it, but
let's just watch all of it.
I don't know. I guess it's not cool to talk about anymore because it's been so talked about. So we'll just, we watched it.
I mean, I watched it. I mean, everybody watched it, right? I mean, it was the must-see TV. It still is, I think, one of the top, ranked ones on Netflix or whatever right now. So, but other things you guys have been doing in the crib. I mean, what are some artists you guys have been listening to? What albums have been on, rotation in the house over this time?
I have been really bad about listening to music.
We both have been kind of bad about listening to music. I mean, there's like the new songs. There's that new song with Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber. I like that. It's like pretty chill.
Stuck With You. Yep.
Should we talk about 6ix9ine's music video yesterday?
Oh man, tough topic. Hey, I mean, in terms of just views though, I mean, the kid did what 35 million or something. I think in its first day when I looked at it this morning to check, it was like 35 million or something. So
he had 2 million on Instagram Live. 2 million people on Instagram Live.
Yeah, Tory Lanez is in his feelings. Shout out to Tory for keeping us all very entertained over the break thus far.
Quarantine radio,
man. Shouts out. And yeah, so I mean, I've been peeping the vlogs, and Hannah, I must say, I'm definitely not somebody that, you know, typically watches like, you know, the YouTube vlogs and stuff like that, but I'm thoroughly entertained by your content. That is no lie. I laughed out loud watching some of your guys' stuff and everything. So I'm thoroughly entertained, and I see you guys on there chefing it up a lot. So what have been some of the like go-to quarantine meals for you guys?
First of all, that's the biggest compliment ever.
It's true. It's true. I watched them all, except the ones that are straight up makeup tutorials. I skipped those, but the other ones I watched.
Wow.
Which is expected.
I don't think Dylan even watches those ones, but no, yeah, that's awesome. I've been really on the YouTube a lot. Been doing a lot of cooking.
We made chicken parm the other day.
Yeah, it was good.
There you go.
Good stuff. Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Like homemade.
Other than that, we usually do like big breakfast, salads for lunch, pretty low key, and then like steak or chicken for dinner. Just pretty straightforward.
Veggies, yeah.
We're trying to eat healthy.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got this treadmill, and it has like the like screen on it, but it's not a Peloton. It's
is that where you were on earlier?
Yeah, I was crushing it.
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
Nice.
and the dude on the screen's like, "You got it. This is your moment." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is, baby. Yeah, it is."
The thing talks back to you?
Yeah, it talks back to you.
I was in there like doing my mascara, and I hear it throughout the house, and it's like, let's go, next round. And I was just like, all right.
Dude,
That's hilarious. They should put like motivational rappers on there, like Meek Mills yelling at you while you're running.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Genius.
That'd be hilarious.
Really should.
So another thing I love about the vlogs, of course, is when you guys, you know, hit the vacation spots and everything. So after being holed up here for a while with, you know, Corona and whatnot, what's the first vacation, you know, spot that you guys are thinking of getting to? What's on the list when you guys can finally get back out there?
Well, we had St. Lucia on our list, so that was going to be pretty cool. Yeah. And then we talked about Italy.
Yeah, we were gonna go to Italy and do like a big Europe trip.
Yeah.
But
do you
now
have a favorite that you've been to already?
Oh, probably the Maldives.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, we went to the Maldives
insane.
for Hannah's birthday for like 8 days, and then we stayed in Singapore for a few days. And it's just it was actually like right before
all of this.
Damn, well, it's good you guys got a big one in like before the lockdown.
Yeah.
I know, but we were like definitely want to get out.
Yeah.
But dude, San Diego's like, it's so spread out. It's like spread out, kinda. Like we're just in a neighborhood. People go for walks all the time, so we're not like holed up in the house all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the case with me too. I'm currently in the Oakland Hills, and you know I live full time in New York, but you know my parents are like, you need to get up out of there. So I've been home with the rents here in Oakland, and yeah, it's been really nice, able to just like walk around, get fresh air, and not have to worry about, you know, being within 6 feet of people and stuff. Everybody still has their space and everything. So it's a good situation to be in for sure. So before being quarantined in San Diego and, you know, living with each other, you guys were doing distance for a bit. I understand, right? Like before being in San Diego together. So for you guys, what was a major key to keeping the fire going while doing distance?
Please. What did I do to keep you so insanely attracted to me?
Facts only.
I mean, even before I moved to LA, I was all the way in Alabama. So, I mean, every single week we were in hiding too. So he would either fly from San Diego to Alabama, or I'd fly from Alabama to San Diego. And it was like every single week, like within 7 days we would see each other. So it was just like wild for a bit. But I think, you know, just making the most of the time that we have together. And then I think we were trying to figure out how to balance work and stuff when we were together. So whenever we weren't together, we were just like working all day. So when we saw each other, it was just like,
you guys
really,
I think
time, which was cool.
We just made like the priority, like whatever else was going on, come like Thursday or Friday, we were going to hang out and like see each other. I think it would have been really difficult otherwise if we went like months at a time without seeing each other.
Yeah. I feel that definitely. So as well as the vlogs and everything, I see you guys are both all over TikTok as well, both, crushing it on your individual channels and coming together on many a TikTok. But, overall, between the two of you, who's got the hotter TikTok content?
Ooh.
Hannah's is good. I mean, I can't.
Dylan's is also good.
I don't do the dances.
Hannah's is decent.
I just don't do the dancing ones.
Yeah.
And Hannah's really good at dancing.
It depends what you want to see. Dylan shows his true Dylan side. Like, on the show, he had this very innocent, sweet boy thing going on somehow.
Little do they know.
Little do they know. You just get on his TikTok and he's totally exposed on there. I mean, he's very comfortable on TikTok. I'm fairly comfortable on TikTok. I'm trying to do the dancing thing. It's honestly just like a good workout. I never thought I would be 25 doing dances on the internet, but here we are. So
I appreciate TikTok for that though, right? It's made it like okay for people of all ages to just like, have fun and get jiggy again. So
yeah, it's kind of
the positives for sure.
I can't sell my soul, Louis. I can't do it.
I've done one TikTok, man. My Tusi slide. It's up there. I'll send it to you.
We'll have to go check it out.
It got taken down from Instagram, which because I messed it up or something. You can only play a song for like so long, I guess, like less than a minute or something, right? And I didn't have any background music, so Drake
Bummer.
and the guys, they got me.
They got me. Free Louis.
I feel like TikTok's been like a movement of like, I feel like when we were introduced to like social media, Instagram, Facebook, everybody wanted to put on this persona of like something that's not realistic.
Yeah.
And TikTok is like the new age of like, that is boring. And it's like, everybody's like quirks and I don't know. I like TikTok.
Yeah,
it's like, that's,
goofy.
Everybody's goofy and there's no judgment. It's
I judge.
I mean, there's a lot of judgment.
That's why you're not dancing, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm not dancing. I'm judging some of them. Like
Dylan, I'm gonna get you dancing, bro.
He learned the didn't even notice one.
The dudes who are like
that's good.
Like humping the air and they're like
it's weird.
That's not it.
It's not it.
There's definitely some people on there doing a lot, but I'm glad people are having fun, especially in this time of quarantine or whatever. So hey.
Yeah.
All right, so I have many a super fan friend of Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, everything Bachelor Nation. So want to get into some Bachelor related questions here. We can kind of get through these, in a quicker-ish bit of time or whatever, but because obviously want to get to what you both have going on for real in the, in the real world here, but couldn't talk to y'all without running through some of these. So to start, a bit of like last season stuff. I've heard that Pilot Pete's been catching a lot of heat here off this last season. Dylan, I know that's your boy. Hannah, I heard that you're cool with Hannah Ann. So what are your guys' thoughts on like how things went down? Do they have you guys like picking sides in the house?
You've done your research.
Hey, I have great friends. Huge
your research is amazing.
Who sent you these questions?
This is nothing, and huge thank you to all of my friends who know who you are, who helped me. I have friends who sent like literally 20 questions, and don't worry, I've narrowed it down to like a solid 10 or so, 8 to 10 here, but you got a lot of super fan friends out there, that's for sure. So thank you all. But yes, Pilot Pete.
Why don't you go first, and then I'll go.
Pete, I think Pete definitely got the short end of the stick in terms of like, I don't think he was like led as well as he probably could have been.
Okay. What does that mean?
By the
led by who?
Just by like the environment. Like when you're when you're the lead, you're like very alone.
Yeah.
Producers are like your people.
Right.
And these people are on 2 hours of sleep every night.
Yeah. And so he's not sleeping. He's like doing all, and I feel like he maybe was like put in situations that probably could have been very avoided for a good ending, for like a happy ending. Right. And then I think at the end of it, he just kind of stopped caring what people thought. Mm-hmm. Well, like during, he definitely cared, and I think like we all do when you're on a national stage. Right. But I think afterwards, I think he just stopped caring. He was like, I like this person, I'm going to pursue it and see where it goes, and that's what he's up to now. And they seem super happy, so I'm all for it.
Right on.
Yeah. Hannah Ann's my girl. Like, I told her she should go on the show and everything. And she's a gem.
Because she's your friend from, like, not Bachelor-related stuff. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah. Like, the week that I figured out that I was casted for The Bachelor, she was my roommate in Atlanta, and she was like, oh my gosh, like you're gonna crush it. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And so we were like modeling together, so we were living in the same hotel or whatever. And I don't know, you know, people go on this show for an experience, to learn about themselves, to possibly find love, compatibility, whatever. And so, you know, it didn't happen for her. So maybe I think she'll be able to find a really cool relationship knowing what she knows about herself now. She's young. And I don't think Peter's a bad dude, and I don't think she's a bad person, but it's hard to really truly get to know each other, especially on that show when there's all these other relationships, and you break up with somebody and then the next day you're engaged. So, you know, it just didn't work out, but I think they're both great people. So
yeah, right on. Here's a question that segues pretty good into. Is it hard to be intimate or completely transparent with each other on the show when you know that you're being recorded and filmed like that? Like, do you feel you learn more about each other even after the show than during?
I feel
if so, what's one of the like weirdest things you learned about each other afterwards?
I feel like The Bachelor, yes.
Yeah. On The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, super weird, camera in your face.
On Paradise, it was really easy because like it depends. Like, but
because there's all these different storylines going on. They're not only focusing on your, you know, relationship like they are on the main show. There's all these different relationships going on. And honestly, we would take off so I'm surprised my skin isn't totally like ruined from this, but we would take off our mics because you can't get in the pool with your mic on. Yeah. And so we would be floating in the pool for hours on hours in the day. And that's when we would just talk about things that we didn't have to talk about on camera because they can't record you and listen to your conversations very easily unless they have a little boom boom.
Also, like,
then they'll put it over
and they really want to get the
and then we'll just be like, oh, we'll just like give them a little something, and then we'll just talk about something else when they leave.
The second day or third day, or maybe it was the fourth day that I knew Hannah, she blew her nose into her shorts and like wiped her nose on it. So I was like, all right, we're getting comfortable. So it was pretty easy after
there weren't any tissues around, and I didn't know if there was like a little, you know, snot rocket situation coming out of my nose. You gotta do
what you gotta do, you know?
I mean, I was in a hot tub. My room was forever away. It was on the other side of the beach. So I grabbed my shorts because I didn't want to use his towel that he was using, and I just blew it. And no, it was a skirt, and I blew it into my denim skirt.
Hey, you know, went on the island, right? Got to do it. That's hella funny.
It was super attractive. I loved
it. So were you guys both fans of those shows before becoming contestants? And if not, did you like binge watch Bachelor/Bachelorette or any of those before hopping on?
Dylan was the biggest fangirl of the show.
I'd never seen the show before my entire life, and I was just like, and then when it was happening, I was like, oh, like I guess I gotta watch something. So I watched like a 10-minute highlight video
before he went on.
Before I went on, and then I watched the first episode, and then the last episode of Colton's season.
So you went in pretty blind.
Oh yeah, I really had no idea what to expect, except my cousin, like, so you know Sam, I think, have you met her? Yeah.
Oh wait, you're
my cousin Sam.
Oh, from Visor, right?
From Visor, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we would like have strategy talks, and she's like, you can't do this. Like you have to do this.
He had a box. I think you should talk about
I had a box. This is never before released material here, Louis. So I had the box in the house.
This is exclusive.
This is big. This is big, people.
This is the Dylan Barbour exclusive.
Tune in.
I had a box in my house
before we went on
the show that I would put playing cards in every time I said something inappropriate for national consumption.
Oh wow! To like train yourself.
And so eventually it got up to like 100. Each card was like $1 or something, and it got up to like $150. And then I had to use the money to take Sam to dinner.
Hey, that's a good training method though.
It was good. I think I'm gonna train my kids that way.
Hey, that's one way to do it. Definitely. Anybody listening who needs some media train themselves, hey, you drain your bank account.
Sometimes, loose cannon sometimes. I'll say it. I still could use some media training. But,
yeah, we
but
should do
too
one for
much
his
too much
Twitter.
media training though is like, it makes you like bland. You gotta have a little
Did you hear what
ice,
she
spice.
said? She hates my Twitter.
No, we just need a box for his Twitter, I think.
Oh, are you wild on Twitter? I've been so off Twitter, bro. I have not been peeping.
I don't say anything until like sometimes something needs to be said. And then that's it.
So what are you on Twitter discussing 6ix9ine right now? Because if I was your media guy, I'd be like, back away from that.
Back away from that. I almost tweeted. I was like, yo, that video was fire. But then, I was like, no, it's probably not.
Let Meek Mill handle that, man.
Yeah, that was not
man. It. So Hannah, how blind were you going in?
I wasn't very blind. I had totally watched the show, and I just thought it was so fun because I was kind of a fangirl. So I like saw Chris Harrison. I like couldn't breathe. I was like, whoa, this is like crazy. But it felt like a weird outer body experience, like going on the first show. Like the whole time I was just like, what is this? Like I would write in my little journal. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Like and getting like first impression rose on the first show and then Paradise. I was just like, the whole time I was just like, I don't know. It was outer body. So
I like is this like really happening? Am I like really one of these people that I've been watching for?
It was hilarious.
Amount of years. Yeah.
It was really funny. And then you forget that you're even going to be on like TV. So I felt like I was like on a museum tour or something. And then all of a sudden I get off the show and I was like, oh, this is a thing. So
that's hella funny.
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny how people come on. It's just completely different backgrounds and, knowledge of the show and everything.
Yeah.
Dylan, did you know that Hannah was going to be on Paradise before that day one?
Yes, Louis. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he has an interesting side.
Louis, I had a master plan. My master plan was to make Hannah not the Bachelorette and then quarantine her on a beach in Mexico for 30 days and make her fall in love with me.
And now you get another quarantine. So
I get another quarantine. This was part of it. And I was like, we gotta solidify the deal.
You better not say this was too much a part of it, man. You're gonna have
not too much.
The feds are gonna be at your door.
So said when you watched the episode, how you couldn't watch your girlfriend. He would joke and say.
So I like watched the episode where like Hannah was making out with Colton, and I was like, why? I was like, what? Can we cuss on this?
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck is my girlfriend cheating on me right now? I'm not watching this shit. And I just like turned it off. I was like, this is ridiculous. And they're like, Dylan, you actually do not know this person. I was like, you guys don't get it.
You're probably saying that in the overalls, right?
Yeah, I was wearing the overalls.
I think we said that before we actually started recording. But with the first day I met Dylan a few years ago, we're hanging out in San Francisco, and I came to, it was your apartment, right? I came to.
I think it was my house. Yeah.
Yeah. And you were like chilling and hadn't gotten like changed for the night yet. And then it was time to put the fit on. You come out in these overalls and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like this guy. We're gonna have a good time.
And we just went after it.
He's got the party overalls on.
And the rest is history, man. Good times in San Francisco.
Those were the days.
So do you guys feel like you both came across accurately on the shows or more accurately on one or the
Why are
other?
you shaking?
Hannah, that's looking like a hard no.
Yeah.
I was just going to say no.
Well, yeah, I guess for you, yeah. Yeah.
On either one? Like you don't feel like Bachelor?
No, Hannah's way funnier and like cooler and.
No, I mean, so for drama and stuff, like I just I wasn't really into it and stuff. So I guess I wasn't aired a lot. But I was a little surprised with my edit that I got because my entire time I was just like goofing around on all these interviews and goofing around with all the girls there, like doing like rapping all the time, playing all these games, just like being idiots all the time, like how I would with my girlfriends. And it was
I
so
see your
funny
IG bio is might rap AB.
Yeah. So I was surprised. I mean, it could have gone worse because I was like, I'm kind of glad they didn't like make me seem like I just didn't take anything seriously because I was like, that's how I am. I'm just like carefree, like have a good time. But yeah, I definitely get that. I mean, I have a shy side, but I get it a lot that they're like, whoa, you're so different than I thought you were.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I felt like I was pretty accurate, except for like playing pranks on people. I am sweet.
Oh yeah, you had some good pranks in there.
I'm very sweet and lovable.
Did you ever talk about the pranks before?
I don't know.
Were all the pranks aired?
No, none of them.
None
Like
of them
one
were
time,
aired. Okay.
we were in.
Yeah,
We
tell
were
us
in.
about some of these pranks that you.
So
had
we were
done.
in. We
Is
were
this
in
also
Latvia.
Bachelor? Is this Bachelorette or is this Bachelor?
So
Paradise?
we would do both. So like for Bachelorette, we were in Latvia, and I remember Garrett Powell was on a one-on-one date, and he is just he he was gone for the night, and Tyler and I went into his room and took his mattress out of his bed and put it in the shower and just like turned the shower on.
Yeah.
And he came home and he like went to lay down and like fell through the bed. And then he got up like looking for it. And it's like 4 a.m. because you get back so late. He's like up looking around for it, and we take it out of the shower and then we go put it down in the hallway and make the bed. And so he has to like go out there. Like that was a good one.
You took it back to the Williams days with that one, huh?
Yeah, it was a good one.
It's all just like frat boy sorority house. Like it's just like also funny.
And then in Paradise, there was one where like Matt Donald didn't know who to pick, and I was just like messing with him. I was like, Matt, like everyone thinks you're gonna go this way, like maybe you should go the other way. He's like, okay, that's a good idea. And I was like, what? Now you're just gonna listen to me? I was like, what? Like, make your own decision. And I was just doing that for like an hour, and then god, man. It's just like little stuff like that. I love playing like mind games.
That's funny, dude. They should have showed that, man.
No, it doesn't fit.
Nah,
because I'm sweet and loving.
God.
I mean, you're for sure the sweetheart. That's for sure.
I'm still the sweetheart.
He is a sweetheart though, but it didn't show his other side.
Here we go. Well, that's why we're here, right? You know?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Let's expose him.
You know, was it difficult to merge? You know, Dylan, for you to like merge Hannah with like friends that you had outside of Bachelor Nation, and Hannah, same with you, and just all your friends. Was it hard to like, Dylan, obviously you're really cool with same as Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Like your best friend from the show. Like, is it like weird kind of like bringing him into the, I don't know, the Williams crew of people, or like your friends from home? And then Hannah, yeah, same for you with just like, your Bachelor friends and old friends.
No, like Tyler played poker. We played virtual poker, and so he played poker with us, like, and my high school friends, and they like, nice. They love him. They thought he was hilarious.
Yeah.
But I would say a majority of both of our friends are from like that we grew up with. Mm-hmm. So like I still talk to the kids I grew up with since I was like 12 every single day.
Yeah.
So like we do all that stuff together. I feel like same with you. Like a lot of your friends are from Alabama and around there. Mm-hmm. And our engagement party was great because everybody got to meet everyone.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Where was it?
It was in I think it was in West Hollywood.
Hollywood Hills.
Like the Hollywood Hills. We like rented out this house.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And then like my like best friends were there. Hannah's like some of her best friends made it, some couldn't make it, and then they all just like hung out and everybody got along perfect. So we're stoked for the wedding for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Something that I was like a little bit surprised with the whole merging thing was having to explain to some of my closest girlfriends and stuff, which luckily they're very understandable and they knew the situation, but it's still weird being like, by the way, like this guy's amazing. I know I've only known him for this many days or whatever. Yeah. And we're literally engaged. Right. Like I knew that was a little like taboo or out of something that I would typically do. So it was weird having to like talk them up, and I was like, trust me guys, just trust me. And they're like, no, or not like no, but I felt like I was constantly having to prove that it was legit because it is, because I get it. It's totally out there kind of, but luckily everybody loved him. Everybody clicked. It's like my group of friends and his group of friends, we'd all hang out.
Like very similar.
I just want everybody to be in one place because
that's awesome. I mean, I always feel like that's a great sign, right? When you, like the case with most of my really good friends, I know that if they bring somebody else around who's one of their good friends that maybe I haven't met, like we're going to hit it off too, And I feel like that's the case with like my closest friends. That's awesome that's how it went down for you guys. And coupled with all the, Bachelor fameness and whatnot, obviously things can get crazy. So I'm glad it was fairly smooth,
We should go invite all your Amherst buddies and hang out.
Let's do it, bro. No, we do have to hang out again though. I'm going to come down I've been, before this, it's been, just really a New York grind for the last few years, but I
feel like you've got to move to LA.
I definitely plan on doing it probably within the next, like, hopefully I'll say like ballpark 3 to 5 years or so.
Nice.
Cause I work in entertainment, like my real job. So it's kind of like I'm in New York now, but I feel like at some point in time, it's like I gotta come to LA, And,
Yeah.
even if it's just for like a couple of years, got to go down there, establish the network and whatnot. Even if
The
I bounce
weather's
right
so
back
much
to New
better.
York. Yeah, I mean, being here for these few months, I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not in New York during like what's my kind of least favorite time, where it's like figuring it out. It's like 40s, 50s and rain. Not the best. Overall, do you guys think it was easier to make friends in like the Bachelor, Bachelorette environment or the Bachelor in Paradise environment?
For me, Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because a lot of these people that go on Paradise, and I love the whole cast, everything, but a lot of these people have been exposed to being on television before. And so some of them are big headed now, or just, it's just a different thing, but they're so new and fresh and open to, just learning about all the stuff on the first show. But, yeah.
Clout.
Right on.
There's some, I thought it was interesting to see the guys, because I had never been, like I had only been around girls on this show really. So it was really funny to see how the guys, like how their schedules are during the day, what they do all day, go work out, all the stuff. So that was fun.
I didn't do anything. Literally nothing. I was focused.
You're focused.
Laser focused. That's why it's easier to make friends on the first one.
Well, hey, that laser focus, obviously. I mean, you had the master plan,
The master plan. Listen, one day I'm going to write a book.
He said he still has a master plan. He won't tell me what's in the cards.
We're not done yet.
Next.
We're not done yet.
I'm scared.
Well, dude, if you had the master plan involving quarantine from months ago, I hope your master plan involves ending quarantine so we can all get back out there.
Yes, it will. It does. I can say that.
Nice.
It does involve.
All right. Well, that's enough about Bachelor Nation and, everything else involving that. Let's talk about you guys individually, what you guys both have going on right now. Hannah, I'll start with you. Like I said earlier, watched all the vlogs that weren't makeup solely related. Huge fan. Also read that photography is a huge passion of yours. When you started college, is actually what you were studying and everything. And now in doing the vlogs, obviously videography is kind of, become a big thing. Is videography kind of like taking photography's place a little bit as like the sole passion right now and doing like these YouTube videos and whatnot?
Ooh, you have good questions.
Trying,
I like it. Yeah. It's funny because whenever I decided in high school that I wanted to do like photography, videography, magazine type stuff, maybe some modeling, all this stuff, social media didn't even really exist. So I just got really super lucky that social media marketing ended up becoming huge because it wasn't really my plan. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll work for a firm or I don't know, whatever. But I don't think I'm as into creative videography as I used to be. I think it's more just like the editing side of it, but photography I miss a lot. And I mean, I do iPhone stuff, but it's not photography. It's just creating content and stuff. But it's been cool to kind of play with everything, especially during quarantine right now when I have time.
It's a great time. Yeah.
So that's been really fun. And I've been kind of just trying to figure out in general, who I am. I don't want to just be Hannah. I am, Hannah Godwin who went on The Bachelor, but
Hannah G.
It's Hannah G. But I just, I kind of want to get back to being like having my own thing going on. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. And
that's awesome.
Just trying to differentiate myself a little bit instead of just being an influencer. I want to like have a new challenge. I've been taking calls like the past few weeks of like, what are things that I can do to maybe not take things to the next level, but at least just have a new challenge going on, whether that's acting, hosting, things like that.
Awesome.
So
that's great. That's awesome and super exciting. And there's, another good thing about, those of us that are blessed enough to be healthy and, have a roof over our heads and everything. It is a chance where we have an opportunity to kind of like hit the reset button. And I hope everybody who's, listening is trying to stay productive and, do things beyond just watching Tiger King on repeat and everything. So that's super exciting. You just, talked about yourself being a model as well. Can you tell our listeners just a little bit about what your modeling career path has looked like when you started and just kind of how, you came to get where you are in modeling?
Yeah. Also, a little point for the other
Mhm.
thing, I think I'm trying to find a way to make some type of impact with all of this stuff too, because I've been
Nice.
catching up so much to like just doing content. So I'm trying to find a way to actually make some type of difference. So
Yeah.
that's the ultimate long-term goal. But
That's
modeling and stuff.
big claps for that. And
You-
you know, that's important. And the world
Yeah.
needs help right now. That's for sure. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you have to. You can't just wake up having this much potential of an impact and ignore it. So got to figure all that out. But with modeling, I kind of started doing that late high school, just randomly. People were like asking me to do it. So I did some magazines, a lot of random music videos. I don't think Dylan even wants to watch them. Have you seen them?
What?
The music videos I was in?
No, she was making out with other dudes. Why would I want to watch these music videos?
What genre of music, if you don't want to say the specific art? So is this in Alabama or is this
so Nashville is right near like Birmingham where I lived. So there are a lot of like music video type country opportunities and stuff. So I would do stuff like that. Lots of e-com. I did that every single week for months and months and months. Commercial ads, you know, things like that. And I actually have kind of put it on pause with all of this happening in the past year. So I definitely want to get back into modeling because it's fun and it feels like you're creating something and it's just it's exciting. But
are there any brands that you know you'd really like to work with in the future in a perfect world who you'd love to do shoots for?
Yeah, definitely would like to do stuff with like Sephora, makeup brands and things like that. And then I want to go with more like luxury type brands. I feel like that would be really fun and like more editorial kind of stuff. Because I've done the cutesy, like girly stuff, which I love. And that's like what I'm used to doing. But I think it'd be really cool to like do some more like edgy type, I don't know, rag and bone kind of stuff. So
for sure. And that way you're like pushing yourself too, right? You're doing something that maybe you like haven't done so much in the past and everything. So continuing to grow. Yeah. Awesome. Very dope. I love it. Maybe a makeup brand in the future here or something, a Hannah G line or something like that.
That's also in the works. We're trying to figure out.
Put it out there into the universe, you know?
Yes, you got to put some good vibes into the universe and you got to give. You can't just take. So
maybe
that's what I'm working on.
Some proceeds go to helping a cause. Hey,
exactly.
We've talked about it. So stay tuned.
I like it. And Dylan, your company Visor, all about giving back, right? Can you just give the people the Visor rundown?
The rundown. So Visor is an app. The whole goal is to help people develop healthier habits. But what we do is set activity goals each day. So every day you work out 10,000 steps, 30 minutes of exercise. If you have a wearable, you can donate a meal to a family in need. And right now we're working on a national scale. Officially, well, I guess unofficially, but hopefully officially next week with Feeding America.
Exclusive.
So we'll be directly impacting or aiding the families that are impacted by COVID-19 right now. So very topical. We're stoked about that. We've got companies like Sephora, Vita Coco, and a few other ones that are helping us out. So super stoked about that. But yeah, all you have to do is just download it, work out, and you can really donate back to your community. So
that's huge. I know, all you people out there listening right now that are getting your quarantine workouts in and stuff like that. Literally, you can just keep doing what you're doing, download Visor, and you'll be able to help others by just living a healthy lifestyle. So everybody hop to it indeed. So man, how long exactly have you been working on Visor? Because when I met you in San Francisco, we were both working in finance at the time. That was a bit over 3 years ago now. So when did Visor, come to fruition here?
Yeah. So it was about 2.5 years. So probably like right around when you left, I ended up quitting.
Yeah. I mean, we were both at that time talking about like, we gotta do something.
Yeah. I was like, man, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I worked at Morgan Stanley. I was there for about 2 years and it was great. I definitely learned a lot. I had like the opportunity to I did the CFA. I took the first 2, passed it. I'm supposed to take the third. I don't know if I really want to.
Yeah.
But I just felt like we could do something like bigger than handling people's 401ks.
I feel you.
And so then like simultaneously, like my dad was diagnosed with cancer. So I was really just like reevaluating where I was at. And then my cousin and I had been talking about the idea for a while. I'd been like drawing screens, like in my room at home. And then one day I was like, I'm 20. I think I'm trying to think how old I was. I think I was 22, maybe 23. No, I was 20. I was thinking it was right before I was 23, or maybe right when I turned 23. I don't think it matters. I was like, I'm 23 years old. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. I've got the rest of my life ahead of me. So then I just put my 2 weeks in, quit, moved to San Diego, and then we've been doing it ever since. And then like since then, it's been such like a crazy ride. Like we got over 20,000 people who've downloaded it.
That's great.
We donated over 80,000 meals in and then like, but 50 of those being like so recent. So it's growing like crazy.
Yeah.
And then obviously going national this week is pretty big for us. So it's just been like a wild journey. So I'm definitely happy I did it.
That's awesome. I'm happy you did it too, man. Happy you jumped to something that you're like truly passionate about, and obviously it's really helping a number of people, tens of thousands of people. So it's huge, man. Proud of you, dog.
The goal is to do 1 million this year.
You can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it
too. 100%. I think we can get 1 million.
100%. Absolutely no question, man. That's awesome. I'm proud of you, dog. It's a big time.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.
So everybody out there, download the Visor app ASAP. Is it available on iPhones and whatever other people are using these days?
Over half the people have Androids actually. So it's on iOS. We'll be launching Android in a few weeks, but
nice.
Just go. You can head to our website, which is just Visor app, VIZERAPP.com, and sign up, and we'll send you a notification when we're on Android or Instagram. Visor app. So.
Awesome. Everybody definitely tap in there. Visor's doing big things. Dylan, something I saw, not Visor related, something I saw, you posting recently. It seems like you're trying to help your mom get out there a little bit, man.
Yes.
You're trying to, play matchmaker for her a bit, put your hat on.
Yeah, dude. So I'm trying to, she was with me when I went on The Bachelorette to find love. Unfortunately, didn't even go on a date. And then on Bachelor in Paradise when I got engaged. And so I was like, it's my turn to support my mom, and like my brother and essentially my other brother Bryce are in on it. And so we're just trying to like figure out, I have so many DMs of people submitting pictures of their dads.
You're going to have more after this, I'm assuming. So
yeah. So I've got to go through and like figure out how I'm going to do it. I think we may just tell everyone we may just tell everyone to download an app and then set the location to like some offshore location. So we know that like if you're there, the whole point is to like be a part of it. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out on how to, because like going through all the DMs just doesn't really.
That's tough. It's clogging the DMs up and everything. And
I know. Especially when she's babe, like she's a hottie. So
she said she got like a few thousand follower requests already. That's why I didn't tag her. I was like,
you should make like a specific page that's like just for hooking her up or something. Drop
your submissions.
Exactly. Like an IG page where it's that DM page gets filled up, but like your own won't. And her personal one won't, or it shouldn't.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom probably has thousands of DMs too.
I'm sure the numbers are going crazy right now, man. Yeah, I love it though, man. That's awesome. So overall, are you guys enjoying being off of TV right now, or do you guys miss it at all?
I think we actually talked about this the other day. I personally don't really care that much about it. Like it was never my goal to go on and like be on like a television personality. Mm-hmm. So I don't really care. Like I don't plan on going back on. Mm-hmm. We were talking about with you, like she would be an awesome host, like hosting a show or like red carpets or something like that. I think it would be so sick. Oh
yeah, indeed. And you were just saying that's what you love to get into, looking for that next chapter.
She would kill it.
I would just like the adrenaline of looking into like being back on set and things like that. I think it's really fun, and it's just another cool challenge. And I mean, how insane and lucky we feel to kind of be in the spot where we can look into it, because I never thought that'd be possible
Right.
Honestly, growing up, like I was like, no, I won't have time to do things like that or even leave the state of Alabama. So I've been really, really like taking it in and being like, you know what, like if I have this like kind of platform thing that I have going on and I have time to look into it, then why not? So
yeah, definitely. 100%. Well, guys, I don't want to take too much more of your fine Saturday here. I'm sure it's a beautiful day down there in San Diego, though you might, I don't know how much leaving the house you guys will be doing, but is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about while I have you here? Any topics that I missed that you want to hit
Louis,
on?
remember the question I texted you?
Oh, wow. What is it?
I think it's in the group. Hold on. Let me look.
When? During this or earlier today?
Or last night. You were like, did you see the questions? Are they all good?
Oh, well, what am I missing here?
Scroll up.
Yesterday
at 8:58 p.m.
Yesterday at 8:58 p.m.
It was to the group.
Yeah. So what about it?
Like why she hasn't started a business yet? What are her fears?
No, mine.
Well, I thought that we touched on that.
We touched on it. We touched on it.
But
No, I think we touched on it.
Oh,
you put me on the spot.
We touched on it.
I feel like it was a good topic.
It is a good topic. I thought we've been talking about.
All right, we touched on it.
If you would have told me, I would have gone on more about it.
We touched on it. It's okay.
Hannah, in your perfect world, like we were saying, put it out there into the universe. What would you like to do post-corona?
I think we covered it.
Hannah.
Hey, don't be shy.
No,
Hannah,
I'm not.
Don't be shy.
Because I'm not sure.
People be talking shit about Kanye, but he's a billionaire now.
Yeah.
I think we covered it with the new challenge.
We had stuff. New back on TV.
I think it was good.
Hosting, makeup brands, new modeling endeavors that are a little bit more edgy.
I think you asked good questions that covered it ultimately.
Possibly a new platform coming out. Stay tuned. Who knows?
Hey, big shit popping.
The Louis exclusive.
It's going down. All right, so let me talk BOMANI here, my brothers who made this all possible. So big shout out to BOMANI Cold Buzz for bringing you the BOMANI Cold Buzz Hour on Dash Radio. Be sure to give us a follow on the gram at bomani.cold.buzz. That's BOMANI spelled BOMANI.cold.buzz. Alcohol infused cold brew coffee available in 8 states now. So check it out where you can. Buy some near you on our site, BOMANIColdBuzz.com. As you might know, we're donating 5.7% of our net proceeds to the Bartenders Emergency Assistance Program through the end of May. Extended it from through the end of April to the end of May. Got to show love in these crazy times to the bartenders who supported us from the beginning. So one more time, I'm your host, Louis from Oakland. Hit me up on the gram at Louis from Oakland. Louis spelled Louie from Oakland. Hannah, Dylan, let the people know where they can follow you and what to tap into and everything.
You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you want. It's going to be at Hannah, HANNAHG11, Hannah G11. And YouTube, I think you can just type in Hannah Godwin and, it should show up.
Indeed. It definitely will.
Instagram's at Dylan Barbour. But if you tune in to at Visor app on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday mornings, we're leading Instagram live workouts with some studios. So
nice. Do that workout. If you got the Visor app, it's providing free food for people. It's big time. Hannah, Dylan, thank you guys so much for hanging out today. Hope you both had fun. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon after this Corona shit is over. I got to get down to San Diego, La La Land, all that good stuff. So Dylan, it's been too long. And
we'll meet you up in LA. We'll go out. We'll go to Delilah.
I'm down. I've never been. Heard good things.
Yeah, we'll go. It'll be fun.
We'll do it big. All right, world. Until next time.